Oh my, what a day. It must have been nice to live in a castle with warm, cozy bed all night and have such beautiful choices. I wish to become a princess. Oh, hi everyone. It's very nice to meet you in here. But if I could say something, let me introduce myself. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Fatimatus Zahroh, and I am from MA Islamiyah Atar. If you wonder what I was talking about a few seconds ago, I was talking about a princess. Isn't it nice to live in a dreamy life like that? But have you ever wondered how can we find a real princess is? To find out, I wanted to show you a story. This story is about the Princess and the Pea. So everyone, there was once a prince who wanted to marry a princess, but she must be a real princess. So he traveled all around the world seeking such a one, but there was something was in the way. Not that there was any lack of princesses, but he could not seem to make out whether they were a real princesses. Something was not quite satisfactory. Therefore, home he came again with high spirits, for he wanted so much to marry a real princess. The king saw his son returning from his journey and took the initiative to talk about the condition from his only son. "How is your journey, my son?" the king asked. With feeling of disappointment and frustration, the prince answered the king's question weakly. "It was a tiring journey, father," the prince said. "I haven't found my real princess, and I haven't found any clues yet." The prince spent his entire adventure just trying to find his real princess. And the queen overheard the conversation and took its opportunity to speak. "My son, a real princess cannot be found." The queen gave the prince a hint, but the prince, seeing his mother's arrival, was confused. "What do you mean, mother?" The prince waited patiently, unsure of what the queen would say. "My son, the crown prince, the heir of the throne, a real princess must be good." In one evening, a storm came on. It thundered and lightened, and the rain poured down heavily. It was fearful. And in the midst of it, there came a knock at the town gate, and the king went out to open it. And it turns out it was a princess who stood outside. But oh dear, what a state! She was in from the rain and bad weather. The water dropped from her hair, through her clothes, and it rained in at the tips of her shoes and out at the heels. Yet she insisted that she was a real princess. What a joke! But the queen saw determination for the princess. "Very well," thought the queen, "that we shall present this scene. She said nothing but went into the bedchamber and took off all the bedding. Then laid a pea on the center of the bedstead. Having done this, she took 20 mattresses and laid them upon the pea. Then placed 20 eider-down beds on top of the mattresses, so that the princess lay upon this bed all night. And in the morning, she was asked how she had slept. "Good morning, young princess. How is your sleep?" asked the queen. "Good morning, your highness," she spoke. "Of mine, I apologize, your highness. It is the most miserable. I scarcely closed my eyes through the whole night. I can't even think what it could have been in the bed. I lay something so hard that I am quite like an over. It is dreadful." It was now quite evident that she is a real princess, since 20 eider-down beds and 20 mattresses she had found a pea. Oh my, none but a real princess could have such a delicate feeling. So the prince took her for his wife, for that he knew that in her he had found his real princess. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you so much for watching until the end, everyone. And the last I'll say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.